Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Nizam bin ZAHARI. My matrix number is CE21000005. Today I want to talk about experiment 4, activity 1 for turn on the MSB system. Firstly, if we want to turn on the MSB system, we need to check the load if on or off condition. If on, we need to turn off the load. After we check the load if turn off, we can here and load here turn off. We can turn on the supply. If load is turn off, we can turn on the supply. If supply is on, here the lamp is on, bermakna elektrik sudah ada pada Lvsb. And then we go to ACB. Here we need connect the SCB into bus bar by using ACB tools. Firstly, we must insert the charging handle here to ACB, and then we need to turn the handle into clockwise, ikut arah jam. After we turn the handle into clockwise, right now ACB is connect over bus bar. This ACB connect to bus bar. Before we turn on ACB, we need to charge first in here. We need to charge first until he switch to charge position in here. Charge position in here. And then we open the power factor in charge position. We need to click in this button to give supply to ACB, and we click here, and then the here is on and this is on, the lamp is on, the supply sudah ada pada bus bar. And then we open the power factor capacitor in here to check the factor regulator. Can we open the capacitor here, we open, and then to check the factor regulator can monitor the system power. We check the current here, then we can check the current in our system here. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, and my name is Muhammad Hazmi bin HALIM. My matrix number is BE30401. This video is about Lvsb system and operation for busbar coupling, MSB1 and switchboard 2. For not delay any time, I will continue to the explanation of the video of the busbar coupling. So first of all, at this time I want to do at the ACB at the MSB1. To turn off, first I need to turn off the ACB first. In order to do that, I need to turn off all the loads. This load. In order to turn off the loads, I need to call the consumer side to turn off the power supply. After the consumer side inform me that the power supply had been turned off, then the loads will be, I will turn off the load, off and off, and also this need to be off, the power factor. To verify, look at the emitter status, and it should be 0 because there are no loads to the supply. There are no load supply to the supply. Then I will turn off the ACB. I push the button, then the bus bar will have no sign. And only there are sign for main supply from isolated transformers. Then I will go to the other side to turn off the main supply. Then after I turn off the main supply, the MSB1 is fully de-energized. After the MSB1 is fully de-energized, so this you can do the maintenance at ACB. Okay. Next, take the handler and drag up the ACB. Remove the ACB until the isolated position. Turn into clockwise. until the LCB disconnect from the bus bar. Then after disconnect, take off the LCB to other side to do the maintenance process. You need to put the sign to a signboard at this board to notice the other people on the room that the maintenance is going on. So to put the sign at this board, so the MSB1 is fully de-energized. Maybe some of the loads at this MSB need to be operated. So to do that, we can get the supply from MSB2 to feed MSB1. To do that, first you need to do that coupling. First, you need to take the key from SCB1. Take the key from this SCB. I push button. I take the key. Take the key and put at this. I push. Then I will take two of them. The first I put at this isolator, and the second one I put at this isolator. So right now these two isolators are ready to turn on. It depends on the coupling. For now, MSB2 preload at MSB1. So need to turn on the nearest isolator. I turn on the isolator at MSB2, and then I turn on the isolator at MSB1. And then right now you can monitor the bus bar supply. So the bus bar supply at the MSB1 are energized and ready to supply to the consumer. In order to supply to the consumer, the site must be ready to receive the supply. And after the site is ready to receive the supply, we can turn on the related load. In this case, I turn on all the related load. Turn on, and turn on the power factor. So the load at MSB1 and MSB2 and MSB1 are supplied by MSB2. So that is the process of the coupling MSB. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hazmi bin Anuar and my matric number is DE30401. So for today's video, I'm going to explain on how to restore the supply into the normal condition. So for the first step, we are going to tell the consumer that we are going to turn off the power supply. After the consumer is ready, we are going to start the maintenance. So first step, we are going to switch all the switch. So we are going to turn off the switch, this switch, and the last one, which is this, is the power factor capacity bank. So we are going to turn off that too. After we close the main supply, so we can check the value of voltage here at this meter and this indicator lamp. And then the next step is we are going to turn on the insulator on the MSB1. So we are going to turn on. So the direction we have to turn on is on anti-clockwise direction. So we turn on, and then we are going to turn on the insulator on the MSB2 here, which is on the anti-clockwise also. Then after we turn off both of the insulator, we are going to remove the key. So starting from the insulator 2, and then we take the keys and then put it here, and then we are going to turn it clockwise here, and then we are going to turn this keys also from the MSB1, and then we are going to put here, and then we rotate the switch, the key in the clockwise position, and then we can remove the ACB case here in the middle, and then we are going to replace to the normal place, which is at the ACB. After we insert the key, the ACB keys, their normal compartment, and then we are going to switch the keys on the clockwise direction until the position of the key is at unlock position. So right now the ACB is in the isolated condition, which is the ACB is in discharge. But before we are going to charge the ACB, we are going to give a supply to the ACB using the insulator. So we are going to turn on the insulator over here, and then after we turn on the insulator, we can see from the indicator lamp, which is the supply is already go through the ACB, and then we can start to write in the ACB. So we are going to use the removal tool, and then we put the removal tool here, and then we turn the removal tool in clockwise direction until the measure here state that it has been connected. So after the ACB is on the charge condition, so we can turn on the ACB by pressing this button. So we press this button, so the ACB is on, and then we can see here it state the ACB is on, and then we can check on our fast bar that it said that the indicator lamp is already on, and then we also can check the value of the voltage, whether it is stable or not. So right now the ACB is in the discharge condition. So we are going to charge by using the handle at the ACB. So this is the handle. So we are going to pull the handle until this condition change into charge. So we are going to pull until the condition is in charge condition. After that, the MSB1 is ready to supply to the consumer. So starting from the power factor capacity bank, so we are going to turn this on first. So we going to turn on, and then we can turn on the RCCB that are going to supply for the consumer. We turn on here, we turn on here, and we turn on here, and lastly here. And then after the supply is on, we can check the value of current usage at this meter. So if there is supply, so we can check all the usage that the consumer use. After we settle all the maintenance, we are going to wait for a while to make sure that the system is in good condition, whether that we don't have any problem. And then after that, we are going to remove the sign that we put at the switchboard that it already done the maintenance, and then we are going to submit all the works into the logbook. After the maintenance is already done, we have to close the permit that we applied earlier. I think that's all from me. So that is how we are going to restore the supply into normal. So thank you.